party to stand.
Islamic cleric Sheikh Gumi has warned against jeopardizing ongoing peace agreement between communities in Katsina State and leaders of bandits groups. Gumi, a long-term advocate of dialogue as a pathway to ending banditry, restated his position following recent peace talks in Matazu, Faskari, and Sabua local government areas, where several wanted bandit kingpins were reportedly present. In a post on his Facebook page on Saturday, he urged both government and security agencies to protect the fragile troops, advising that armed groups be treated with the same reintegration approach once adopted for Niger Delta militants. But former senator and rights activist Sheikh Sani has strongly criticized the initiative, arguing that dialogue with notorious bandits only emboldens them.
Yes.
Sani said past peace deals in Katsina and Zamfara collapsed despite interventions from mediators, including, I repeat, including Sheikh Gumi, leaving communities more vulnerable. Bandits who have killed thousands, kidnapped innocent people, and raped women should not be rewarded with dialogue. This is from Sheikh Sani.
I'm in agreement with him. Yes. There are difference between bandits in the northern region and Niger Delta militants. They are two different people. The Niger Delta militants, they are protesting for degradation of their land due to the exploitation of the resources, ethnic resources under the earth. That you are exploring mineral resources from our land, we are not benefiting from it, we are degrading our land. The fishing, which has been the age-long operation we known with, we can no longer do it. What are we giving us? What are we getting? A return. That's what caused the unrest in the Niger Delta. There is not the same thing in the north. Mr. Mike, what is Nigeria getting from those parts of the north that will have made them to go into unrest? It's not the same thing. So the treatment they gave to Niger Delta minister deserve it. Nigerians making money from their land. The citizens of that land, they are not getting benefit from it, and they are destroying the ecological state of their land. They are poor now. But can you say the same thing in the northern part of the country? It's not the same thing. So Sheikh Sani said there's not be given that kind of treatment given to. I agree with him. What we have in the northern region is that people took up arms against the state because they have agenda of superiority, intention that they must dominate, they must conquer, they must suppress, and I don't blame them. It's just started during it was oil fueled and employed by our former president. Of course, they ask Buhari now, if a president of Nigeria can be saying that he has confidence more in the ethnic tribe of other African countries than his fellow Nigerians. Buhari say is at home more with family of other countries than our fellow Nigerians, Igbo, Yoruba, and the other tribe men in Nigeria. So, of course, he knew how they were bragging, how they were making noise that Nigeria belongs to them. I'm talking of Fulani ethnic nationalism now because we must be straight. We want to complain, we want to be Mr. Mike. To get this matter resolved, we must say the truth about it. One ethnic tribe trying to assume lordship dominance over the rest. And they are pronouncing, they are making it look as if it's entirely their show. It's entirely their show. And that's what gave them the bonus that they thought that thing will continue. Thank God there's a break. So they are fueling dominance, conquest agenda. That's what embodying what they are doing. They are not the same thing with Niger Delta minister. Niger Delta minister were protesting against the degradation of their land as a result of the exploitation of the mineral resources of their land, of which is a sort of money to Nigeria, or which they didn't benefit from it. That's what their president was legitimate. So government has to go into dialogue with them, not with these people who want to contest, who want to conquer and suppress and dominate and oppress the rest people. That's different between two of them. I hope the minister must have gotten my analysis. So I agree with Sheikh Sani that they should not be dialogue with. There is no basis for them to take up arms against the state because the agenda was sinister. How could you expect to dominate the rest part of the country to support them, because one of your ancestors had done that at one part of the country before and succeeded. You know, you have to extend it to the whole coverage of the whole country. That is their own agenda. It's different from Niger Delta agenda. Two totally different things. So there should be focus and eliminated from the system. That's it. On Niger Delta that was appeased, that was granted amnesty, they justified it because resources were being taken from their land degraded, nothing for them, they didn't benefit from it. So it's not the same thing with those people in the north.
Gentlemen, Mike, these are people that should face persecution.
Yes.
And we are negotiating with them. This is not a sign that the Nigerian government has failed.
Partly, from what we are seeing, it is clear that it seems to me that we may not likely win the war against insurgents, especially in the northern part of the country. We've been on this for a few decades now, and it doesn't look as if government is actually winning the war. And we must be able to tell ourselves the truth. Several of our military bases have been attacked. Consistently so. And ordinarily, attacking or making an attempt to attack a military base should have been a suicide mission. But we have seen these guys do that over and again. That suggests to me that it seems we are not actually winning this war as a nation, and perhaps that is what informed the federal government from looking at other options. Of course, if you are engaging in insurgency anywhere in the world, it is both kinetic and non-kinetic approach. So they are beginning to look at the non-kinetic approach. But unfortunately for me, I think we are doing so from the standpoint of weakness, not from the point of strength. That is the most unfortunate part, in my own view, that we are not doing even the negotiation now from the point of strength. It shows that we seems to be helpless in this case, and that is what is informing the recent negotiation that we are seeing in part of the north. For what Gumi said, we reward criminality in this part of the world, and that is the danger of setting bad precedents. Even if you look at the Niger Delta story that the militants, OJ has captioned, part of it was genuine agitation, while there are elements of criminality even at that time. It is not everything that is okay. Have they transformed the Niger Delta region now as we speak? If that was actually the motive, and they just said to few guys and they become billionaires overnight, and the majority of the people in that axis are still wallowing in abject poverty, and their land has still been degraded and all of that. So the issue of we are trying to fight for our land and all of that was genuine by some people, and while there are elements of criminality and government failed to address the criminality that was within that space. And so when we reward criminality in such a manner that we have done, we turn most of those guys to celebrity overnight, and that is what Gumi is clamoring for. That just the way you turn those that should be criminals into celebrity, I will do so for my guys too. That's what Gumi is asking for now. And it is most unfortunate that our laws have been so left redundant that we cannot enforce the law. There are several laws against banditry and some of these things that we are having. Why are we not taking them through the legal procedures and let them face the laws of our land, and let it set serious warnings to everyone that is planning to even venture into such. Now we are beginning to negotiate from the point of weakness. It seems to be helpless. We can't win. It seems to me, yes, exactly. It seems to me that we are not really remember even the Buhari days. Lai Mohammed will come out from time to time and tell us that we have decimated, we have used all kinds of grammar to qualify what the military are doing. Like we have technically we have done this. We have decimated Boko Haram. We have neutralized it. We have used all kinds of grammar. But in the real sense of it, these issues are still very paramount, still with us, unfortunately so. So government is beginning to look at other windows to address this matter. But my fear is that this so-called amnesty may not last. These guys are catching out at will, as it were. They are having a field day, as we are seeing. They have a lot of cash with them, both from their foreign partners and the one they are able to generate within. So when you have such huge industry that is generating such funds from criminality, it's not likely to stop, Michael. It is not likely to stop, except government is really serious about tackling this issue.
All right, Namdi Anusi in the comment section says Gumi was denied entry to Saudi Arabia because of his involvement in terrorism. Yet Nigeria still take advice from such person. Is Tinubu afraid of him? Is Gumi above law? All right, we move on to Very Raymond. Do you know how Dutch government is making? Okay, do you know what government is making from minerals as we speak? And this is from Very Raymond. Okay, on to the next one, Daniel Awema. Good morning, everyone. Sir Gumi was the one that was standing for or visiting bandits on behalf of government. Now, I even learned his son graduated from the Nigeria Defense Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. It belongs to the class of the Netherlands that their children can easily be, to get admission to NDA. They maybe take 15 in the whole seat, 17 in the whole seat. And to be one of those 17s, it must be highly connected. So if Gumi's son is one of those few, no, my brother, I remember I took I once aspired to be one of the NDA, cadets. So I knew how serious, how stringent it is to be able to be few that will be chosen from your seat. So if the son is actually one of the candidates from NDA, just the class of the persons in that.
But is it fair comparing bandits to Niger Delta militants?
Yes, Mr. Mike, I've heard the background now. I see Niger Delta militants, they have even though Mr. Mike, I agree with Mr. Mike that even though why the Niger Delta militants were assessing for their for reparation or somebody can call it, for demanding for the justice of the liberation of their land, there are criminality, elements of criminality in their agitation. I agree with him. But nobody will take it away from them that they have ground reason, they have genuine reason for agitation. You are exploiting resources from the land of a particular people, and they are not getting return from that resources. And that mineral is the source of income for the whole nation. They have a good ground to agitate. But it's not the same thing with this bandits now. What's Nigeria getting from Zamfara? That's sustaining the whole nation. Mr. Mike, just name it. We don't have it now. But there's a good reason for them to, even though there could be elements of criminality in some of the agitation. Yes. But I don't know. I can't imagine Gumi comparing the same treatment Nigeria got from federal government. It's bandits. I've just told you that banditry is driving his energy and resources from the earlier conquests that have been achieved in that part of the country before by a particular tribe that came and conquered a particular region of that part of the country. They are deriving energy and source from that agenda, from that success. That was the foreign land. The last government we had before the present government, he knew how that tribe dominated everything. How they were killing all across the country. They call it they call it farmer header flashes, which is not a farmer header flash. We all know it's their lies. It's a conquest agenda. And they are how they dominate, how they are boasting to every part of the country that the country belongs to them. is their land. So these are the things that fuel grounded their confidence to continue in that. And then when they even ask Mr. President, why did you allow borders to be thrown open for foreigners from other countries to come? He said they will be given visa at the point of entry. Mr. Mike, there are excesses that this government has laid. There's a moving trap, there's a trap that has laid for these people for them to operate, which is now making it to be very, very difficult for government. So the government of the last regime caused most of this problem. Number one, it created a sense of domination, superiority for a particular tribe over the rest. And by official reason, by official action, you encourage you said it. You even almost want to make it a real an official by your program. You remember Uduga? Remember, what does it be? In the 9 days of that government, we are not hearing grazing route from Kano to. So these are landmines that the government of the past has laid down for this particular, banditry actions that have vested beyond our reasoning, our measures. So I agree with somebody who says that probably we are not winning, but I don't agree with that. We are not winning best. We can win it if your country rise up against this, because the enmity is just from one section, from one tribe below. It's not even that's killing them in the north. It's not about that's killing them in the north. People killing in the middle belt, they are not even that's killing them in the middle belt. It's not about that's killing them. So there is a particular time responsible for this. And I've said that the Nigerian locality of that tribe to be someone to be called to the state power. Ask them to identify, work with special agencies to know who are these foreign elements of your tribe. You know, this tribe cut across the Nigerian border, extend to other parts of the African country. Governor of Plateau State said these are people from other countries of the Africa who came to Nigeria and be clean. Let this locality, the authority of this tribe in Nigeria, let them work with state government and fix out those foreign elements of their tribe.
If whether the state government or the federal government can negotiate with bandits or terrorists, yes, definitely they know their hideouts.
Of course, now they know them. They know where they are.
Remember the alarm Zamfara state government raised
a
few weeks ago.
Yes.
All right, Andrew Gumi says if Nigeria is a serious country, none of those terrorists stroke bandits that attended that meeting supposed to go back unarrested.
Because the elements of those people whom they are, government knows.
If they arrest them, don't you think hundreds or thousands of bandits and terrorists will come back again? They were mad now.
Mr. Mike, the opposition for them to come has been laid
just by like one of the terrorists said, one of the leaders of this bandits said if you kill 10, 20 of us will spring up, will rise up.
Because our president said it's lazy to traveling across other countries.
So he said the best thing for the government to do is to negotiate with them.
But no one has them, but no crisis.
Negotiation will not work. It won't work, I'm telling you. Why they say negotiation will not work? It's because until the people radicalize themselves, they change their loyalty to these foreigners who are not Nigerians. Mr. Mike, there's Yoruba in Nigeria, there's Yoruba in Benin Republic. If Yoruba in Nigeria are beginning to now say that they are in alliance, they believe in more Yoruba in Benin Republic than they are foreign Nigerians, we are in a problem. If a Fulani imam, who the president is saying is in loyalty to other Fulani that's across other African countries, then it's foreign Nigerians. Then that's where the problem is.
Very unfortunate. Negotiating, dining, and whining with bandits is a serious sign of weakness from the federal government. This is Udizi Chima on this. Nathaniel Abu says the whole thing stopped at Mr. President's table. Does he have the political will to arrest Gumi and bandits? But Tinubu and federal government can show power on Nnamdi Kanu.
Michael, again, we had Niger Delta Development Commission.
NDDC.
Saddled with the responsibility of coming up with programs and infrastructural development of that area. That was part of their primary responsibility. After the insurgents in the north, some element within the northern space began to agitate for a development commission. And as we speak today, we have Northeast Development Commission that have been approved.
Even Northwest,
And including Northwest Development Commission. So we are seeing it as, okay, they got their own. We must get our own kind of arrangement. So if Gumi is asking of the same kind of treatment that you gave your people when they engage in criminality, despite the fact that there are genuine agitators among them, we need the same kind of approach in this matter. He knows what he's talking about, my dear.
City Stand.